So Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe are straight up the coolest fucking guys in Hollywood. I don't know, I just walked out of this movie, that's the information I got. The Nice Guys. So The Nice Guys stars Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe and is directed by Shane Black. And in The Nice Guys, Ryan Gosling plays a private investigator looking for someone. Russell Crowe, I would call him a private investigator, but he's pretty much an enforcer for hire. Like if someone's giving you trouble, someone you don't like is out there, someone owes you money, you hire Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe will find the guy and be like, hey, are you so-and-so? And you'll deck him, break his arm, do whatever, and be like, hey, pay your dues. He'll walk off. Super chill guy too. I love how Russell Crowe is just chill and professional about all of it. The exact opposite of Ryan Gosling, who's pretty high-strung and unprofessional. So the two are working their cases, they find out their cases cross paths, so they're like, hey, let's team up and work together on this. So now you have the weirdest buddy, not cop duo ever. This is a really enjoyable one too, because these two work. I mean, if there's one thing that carries this entire movie, it's these guys. I mean, granted, the premise is great and the setting is great. This is Los Angeles in 1977, and they're investigating, ultimately, the porn industry's involved. And porn in the 70s? Sweaty people, bad lighting, cheesy dialogue. You really don't know where Los Angeles in the 70s ends and porn begins. Or Los Angeles now for that matter. The setting was cool. I mean, the culture of the 70s, especially in a place like Los Angeles, is just, it's an interesting place. That's another thing about this movie. You're interested in the investigation. You actually get intrigued. You're like, I want to know. All right, let's put this together. You need the board and you need like to tack pictures and draw strings and lines to places and people. Not just because of the porn aspect, you animals, but it is actually interesting what's happening. And although I can speak about how Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling have great chemistry and carry this movie, there's a standout in this movie. It's Ryan Gosling's daughter. This girl was actually really cool in the movie. She was useful, she was relevant, she actually did shit. A lot of times you have a 13-year-old girl palling around with these two investigators, you're like, all right, you're gonna be dead weight. It's gonna be an escort mission you don't wanna do. She was kind of like Ellie from The Last of Us. You're like, oh, you're like an adult mind in a young person's body and you're actually getting stuff done. That's actually good on you. Good on you. And I like the humor in this movie too. Anytime you can incorporate humor in a movie about crime, it's just more fun. I had chuckles along the way and I love the banter and the dialogue in this movie, but nothing had me just laughing out loud, stomach hurting. It's a thing I would have liked to have seen, but it's not completely necessary because the movie's not pitched that way. And there's this professional, this hitman in this movie is pretty much like the Iceman of killers. This guy is cool as hell and I wanted to see more of him. He doesn't show up until much later in the movie and he only shows up briefly. And granted, I get it because you don't want to saturate the entire movie with that dude. You want to leave the audience wanting more. He's cool because you don't see him a lot. It's kind of like going for that Boba Fett thing. But you can't help walking away from this movie going, I wanted to see more of that dude. The dude was awesome. Guys, in the end, The Nice Guys was actually a refreshing take for the genre. The genre of crime, investigative, clever comedies. It needed something refreshing to hit it. I think this is the movie. I had a really good time with this movie. There are things in the movie I would have wanted to see more of, but that's my personal preference. It's the movie that I say right now is a great time. No alcohol required. However, admittedly, after doing this for a few years, I have seen some shit. I know when I see a movie that would be better the second time I watch it or when I reflect on it. A lot of tangled webs get woven in this movie. There are layers to peel back that actually makes for a great movie too. It's a good sign right there. All right, guys, so The Nice Guys, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your favorite crime comedy out there? You can say Pulp Fiction if you want. It's cheating, but you can say it. But whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.